Aura Fire versus Bigetron.
Truly a Goku versus Vegeta moment here. I can't wait to see it happen all over again, but we can see the early proxy on the top side of the map just to quickly hit level 2 from the EXP lane, and immediately Akai, you can see that he is in a lot of danger, but Pahlevi and Hai have consistently been harassing Super Ken for the longest of times, and Glue, he's not going to let this up, right? Moreno and Vin have to make their way up top side.
Yeah, and the Aura Fire acknowledge what Super Ken can bring to the table as a link, so they want to invade. Here though, here comes Aura Fire, Bigetron already fighting?
Oh, Pahlevi, he finds it! He gets the kill on towards Super Vin as he refuses to use his flicker aside. Super Ken, he needs this orange buff so badly. Von very close to steal, but now this is going to result into a second kill on towards Cerezo. Man, really brutal stuff. Great early game opener from Aura Fire.
Yeah, I thought Aura Fire would actually back off there because it looked a little bit hairy, but then they said, you know what, we can fight it out. Great call to continue the sequence. And now Super Ken, he was able to get his orange buff. Good call also for Kabuki to show that I'm not going to let you farm in our jungle easily. And little by little, Van already building a lead over Super Ken.
Oh, and again, he's unable. He didn't have his retribution in time. And Von, he's just going to keep on doing this, right? He's trying to stop Super Ken from hitting his level 4. Super Ken forced to use his retribution to hit level 4 now. And they're going to head back into base. Now, keep in mind, because of that early retribution, the timers are a little off with the turtle up top side in 6 seconds.
Yeah, so Aura Fire will look to actually build on that, see if they can get the turtle down quickly, and then just take it right before Ken can fly on and live up to his super name. As Moreno and Cerezo will go up and try to disrupt Pahlevi, knowing that the glue will be a nuisance. But speaking of nuisance, they continue to annoy Super Ken.
Oh, the Tempest Blade's already coming out. He didn't want to get hit by the Breath of the Ocean, and now he doesn't even get his purple buff as well. Von is able to steal it away. They find a return kill on towards High side, but at least this makes Super Ken really struggle from this moment on.
Yeah, the story of Link so far in the Snapdragon Pro Series has literally been, you cannot get your purple. If you really want to, you're gonna struggle for it. So far, that's been the story of Super Ken. He got it earlier, but the second one is massive, so he's forced to go to the orange side jungle of Aura Fire instead, try to take that. But Hai is just TPing right in front of his face as they really take. He gets it.
He gets the kill. He gets the kill. I thought Super Ken was going to be able to survive, but apparently not. Also used this ultimate as well. Not entirely sure how that occurred. We might get a replay of that some other time, but in the moment, it's going to be Bigetron Alpha falling significantly behind in the first 3 minutes of the game.
So if there's an imaginary checklist of what Aura Fire need to do, they've been doing it, right?
They've been crushing it, in a matter of fact. You can see that Von, he's really feeling himself on this Lancelot. In all 4 members' face, Superman can't seem to lock him down. And that retribution did not go into the right place at the right time. Supercan winning that out, but Von, you can clearly tell the EXP lead is making the difference.
Usually when we think about links, the mechanics, the raw mechanics usually come in the team fights. How well can you quickly get your blades? But now Super Ken really needs to show off the mechanics just to secure his purple buff. And look at Aura Fire, they're still here. They really don't want to stop in their invade.
Yep, they're pestering him, and they know that they have retribution in 2 more seconds. He's able to secure it just in time, gets away. Super Ken just has to watch him walk away. Cerezo trying to turn this around, finds the initial hit on towards Von's side, the real world manipulation to counter-engage, but they still find the kill. That's nice from Super Ken. However, Sakane has been able to hold back Hai and Kabuki at the same time. Good team play from Bigetron.
And that was a warning shot by Bigetron. Now that they are willing to clap back, and they can clap back against the constant invades coming in from Aura Fire. Finally, little by little, Super Ken gonna be able to catch up to the Lance here in the mid though. Just a little bit of a skirmish.
They're trying to get this kill on towards Cerezo. The split, got the max stacks. He's going to pull him out. Reza's going to try his best, denying his exit point. Cerezo says, you know what? I'm coming for you, Reza. Jumps right at him, and finally, Pahlevi is off. Has the final slash as well to help Moreno secure the kill.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a buy time, though, actually, just for Super Ken to get a little bit of gold from the shielding of the turret up top. Oh, these two teams, they just continue the action. I like this. This is juicy. This is quite literally sweaty. It's getting hotter in the studio now because of what we're seeing from these two teams.
Super Vin, once again, he's got his ultimate. He can tactically push away the rest of the members of Aura Fire, but it's a bit of a struggle for Von with the iframes. He's able to get away with the Ocean Oddity. Kabuki is nearby, and this is going to be a non-contestion from the side of Bigetron Alpha. Slow them down as much as they can, but expect to see Vaughn show up by that purple buff.
No contention. Does this mean another invasion by Aura Fire? It looks like it does. Super Vin. Oh!
The lockdown, it looks good. Vaughn, he can't get back up. He's used all his dashes and falls into the hands of Cerezo. The real world manipulation to turn it around to look for a trade kill. They find it. Sakin keeps himself alive against High. In the meantime, the time bought perfectly by Cerezo allows Super Ken to actually breathe. And now catching up in EXP to Vaughn.
And I like this. Split the map. Get wins elsewhere if you're struggling in some certain areas and that tower up top falls. But because of all of the focus Aura Fire has been dishing out, Sakin again on a Melissa, relatively okay laning phase. Actually, it looks like he seems to be faring just a bit better compared to a Kabuki, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, we can look at the item builds right now, right? It's 200 gold in favor of the Beatrix, and yeah, right there, all the differentiation is right. Oh, yeah, you forgot your glasses.
Yeah, I'm having a tough time seeing it right now.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Slight leads on mainly. Oh, even Ling actually overtaking Vaughn in the gold lead ever so slightly. So he's recovering, and still he wants to make sure that he's chasing people down. Cerezo final slash already out and exploited, but now 30 seconds till the next turtle spawns.
All right, let's see who's going to get a win before that turtle. Will it be a pick-off? Will it be a skirmish turned into a big team fight? Because with these many bodies looming close, relatively close to the mid lane, usually that's a recipe for something bound to happen. But Aura Fire, because of what Vin showed against Van earlier, pinning him down with a heavy spin, seems like Aura Fire are now way more careful and way more hesitant.
But this means that Super Ken has finally recovered from such a devastating early game. Final slash from Cerezo doesn't connect onto High in time, so he's not going to have his ult for a little bit. Do they still want to contest for it? Super Ken is going to try. Phantom Execution and Bennett's Rage coming out at the same time. Super Ken is able to secure this turtle. Moreno finds High with the help of Sakin, takes him out. On the opposite side, real world manipulation from Reza is going to help take out Super Vin, so it's going to be Rome for Rome.
Heavy spin flicker just to send back the members of Aura Fire so that Super Ken can easily take that turtle. Bigetron, after being just absolutely invaded early on, we thought Super Ken wouldn't be able to catch up, but they've made the right decisions, the small decisions to turn it into a big comeback. Still very even here though, but the gold lane still relatively untouched. Let's see who will finally be able to get a big win there as we look at the gold leaderboard. Kabuki close to 6K, Sakin not too far off behind.
Yup, it's Super Ken second in the gold earning charts, man. Surprising turnaround for the side of Bigetron Alpha. Aura Fire, I mean, now that they've lost momentum, it's going to be a standard game, right?
Yeah, it's just going to be down to who can press the buttons better.
And it looks like Cerezo is going to start things off. Terrified already. Palevi can't seem to get out. Forced to flicker away. And that's a very big battle spell. 50 more seconds until the first Lord spawns.
Yeah, that might mean a little bit more confidence from Bigetron Alpha. They don't need to watch their position too much because, again, one of the biggest threats that the glue can bring to the table is if the slam and the pass, sometimes he can just use the flicker to maximize that. So they can be a little bit more reckless, but not too reckless.
They slowly walk up as mid lane gets cleared. They're looking for opportunities, but it doesn't look like they're going to find it. Super Ken back on that purple buff. He's going to happily take it, no problem, but I feel like Aura Fire at this point, and especially for Bigetron Alpha, they've really adjusted to make sure that High doesn't get maximum impact.
Yeah, and adjustment has been a theme for both of these two teams. So Vin taking a fair bit of damage in the mid, though, Palevi.
Looks like Palevi's going to be fine with a split just in time. Sakin is not too worried about getting flickered on at the very least, but Palevi, without that ultimate, it's going to be a bit tough to survive this upcoming Lord fight.
Yeah, let's see who'll be able to get it. A position up top there by Van. Super Ken and Van, here they are. They see each other, but Vin!
Oh, he flickers in, and he's trying to push Van out of the way. Phantom Execution being expanded as well, but heavy spin gone. Palevi could continue to chase it. Yes, they are! They're going to take out the Roamer first. Immobilized, locked down by High. The trade back instantly from High before the passive is able to connect. No Petrify, but it's a roam for a roam. 4v4. Levy tries to open up the map. Cerezo gets a good final slash on towards Levy and jumps onto Reza. Sakin is going to follow up and a stolen RWM to secure the kill.
What a stun there, right on time by Cerezo, making sure that Palevi will go down. But again, the story with having a Lancelot and the Ling on the board, even if you have your key frontliners now, they don't care. They have the capability to just swoop in and steal objectives. And right now, Bigetron, see if they'll consider the reset or even just go for the final push onto the Lord to make sure they secure it themselves.
Let's find out here. They're slowly slowing
free.
it down. Phantom execution as well. Heavy spin and he secures it! No way! Super Ken was a level up on him. The rest of the team just making it difficult. Nicely done by Kabuki to work with his jungler.
It feels like Aura Fire was telling Van, man, we first picked your Lancelot. Please take this Lord. And Van said, oh, absolutely, I will. Super Ken now will be forced back a little bit. We were just saying it. These two assassins really don't care that much. They have the ability kit to just steal it away, and they did. What a play by Van.
Oh boy, real sweaty between the two. Every resource being taken into consideration, every bush being checked, every ability being utilized to its maximum potential. A little unlucky, at least for Super Ken, but at the very least, right, he's able to split the map. Mid, getting hard contested right now. Vin sees high, he hits two! The rough ways doesn't get as much damage as he would like, but the mid tier 1 finally falls for Bigetron. Alpha, when the Lord is going to chip away on the tier 2 on the bottom side.
Yeah, unfortunate there for High that Moreno and Saken weren't exactly at the center of the rough waves, just at the edge of it, so he really wasn't able to maximize the damage. Meanwhile, Super Ken and Van have their own thing going on at the top. Super Ken might get spotted out here. Tempest of Blades already used.
Oh no, he's locked on! The great grab coming in from Palevi, buying that extra 0.5 seconds to allow the rest of the team to collapse. And now without a jungler, Bigetron Alpha are going to have to try and go for this defense without side lane pressure.
At the same time, or don't have to worry that much. Oh, what a final slash!
Oh, it's so good! Final slash right into the Beyblade. Palevi still alive, tries his best, but will finally go down. Wow, Vin gets the kill. All right. Wasn't expecting him to get the kill.
Yeah, maybe he was thinking, I kind of want one too. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah.
They were able to get it, but Aura Fire able to get that mid lane turret. Moreno has the RWM on him, so in the next big sequence between these two, you're going to have to watch out for that.
Yep, Aura now with a 4.3k lead on their side. Huge gold swing thanks to the structures. In the next 55 seconds or so, either Bigetron Alpha needs to get resources away for Aura Fire, or maybe Aura Fire could look to get a fight.
Yeah, look at the two marksmen. 3 kills already for Kabuki. 4 assists for Saken. Not to say that he hasn't made an impact. Those assists means he's able to deal the damage, but of course, look at the goal disparity between the two. Already a malefic roar built by this Beatrix. Still on the way to a Wind of Nature, if I'm not mistaken here, for Saken, if he really wants to build that. But considering that he's up against a Lancelot, yeah, that would be tremendous help.
And let's not even forget about the 1.56k coming in from no other than High, a roamer. Kind of shocking, the fact that he still is able to afford both, with Magic Worship, by the way, not Mystery Shop, both the Clock of Destinies and the Divine Glade.
That just goes to show how much Aura Fire was able to find again after Super Ken and the rest of Bigetron Alpha balancing things out, turning things in the favor of Aura Fire this time around. I like it when I see a Rome Kadita after picking up the Clock of Destiny has a Divine Glaive right away. That means Bigetron's backline really needs to be careful.
Yep, they can't even get close to this backline. As you mentioned it happens. Manifestation is real. And Moreno not getting chased down by High, by himself. The final slash is going to pull him out of position to help Super Ken secure the kill, but it's a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Aura Fire and a free Lord.
I usually do not believe in caster curses. All I can say right now is, sorry, Bigetron. I really wasn't trying to manifest anything. It was High who made things happen for Aura Fire and for himself.
Oh boy, I mean, I have to admit, this is why that you got to be careful when High is given some of his comfort picks, right? And especially this Kadita. Every team has been banning it out. But Bigetron Alpha, after 9 games, they are really feeling the mistake.
Let's see. Can they hold on here? There's a stun onto Palevi. Lord marching in. It looks like Aura Fire will back off. Oh, but Finn goes in.
He tries, but Kabuki is able to flicker out in time. Super Gang gets chunked out, but it's not good. They don't have enough ultimates, but they do have enough members, and especially with Sakin and Muddles, is able to zone the rest off and take out the Lord. Nicely done by Bigetron Alpha as they look to equalize, but the second wave comes in, and Aura Fire look for more. RWM being used. Flicker with a final slash. They get in deep. Sakin is free hitting in the front. They have nothing left, and Super Ken able to find Kabuki. He's chasing for more. Winter Truncher being exposed. Phantom Execution outplayed for the side of Aura Fire. Nicely done by Bovan and as well as Reza.
Oh man, Reza with the Rizla. Did I say that right?
Yep, you said that right.
Thank you so much. Winter Trojan, I didn't even know he had that on him. Quick press, quick hands. I really thought Super Ken had that kill onto Reza, but what a play by the Eve of Aura Fire. You know, just when Bigetron said, oh, I smell something, an opportunity, look at Aura going back to the backside again. They didn't see him.
No. Sakin, he's hitting, petrifies, full combo, gets one. Sakin with a little bit of HP left. Real world manipulation is going to put him out of his misery.
High again. High mechanics, high IQ. The sneakiest Kanata I've ever seen. What a play by High, and Aura still have a grip on this game that Bigetron cannot get out of.
Yep. Mid inhibitor already gone. BTR on the back foot. Cerezo with the final slash tried to buy time, but his vengeance isn't enough. It's terrified in place. 2v5. 6 more seconds until Moreno comes back in. Von's going to try and make something happen here. Good knockup. High just keeps on hitting these breaths of the oceans. And Super Ken is losing out to Kabuki. Has to use the Blade of Tempest. Moreno tries to clear the last wave, and Sakin finally getting back into the fight. The defense is good, and the defense succeeds. They managed to hold out for a little bit longer. They need to get rid of that last minute. They're chucking it down all the way to the end. Aura Fire have done it in this best of 3. They walk away 2-1. They may not qualify for ISF, but they will protect home.